You are live. So let's start our final countdown. And we're live, thank God. Hello, guys. Welcome to this live transmission. Hello, hello, hello. Let me see all the messages from you guys here. So we have Eliette. Hello, Eliette. We have Conde Souza. Anna, you're here. I'm so in love when you're here. I love it so much. Marlene, Adriana. By the way, Adriana, thank you so much for your message. It was so sweet. I read it. Thank you. So Benny, Italu, thank you so much, guys. Hello. So today we're going to have a very, very special Fernanda. Hello, Fernanda. Today we have a very special topic in our class. Hey, Janar Soares. Hello. We're going to have a very special topic today. So guys, actually, I'm not going to use my other screen today. So I'm not going to be 100% checking the chat messages. Okay, here, the chat box. But after some explanations, I'll just come here and see if everything is all right. If you guys had asked me any question or anything else, because my laptop was starting. Hey, Stefania, hello, how are you doing? So I won't be checking all the time because I usually have my second screen here and I'm not having it today, but I'll check our chat box once now and then, okay? So let me share my screen because today, as I told you, we are going to talk about something very, very great and important. Oh, before that, like actually while I share my screen, I really want you to don't underestimate our topic today, because when you see it, I'm pretty sure you're going to say, seriously, Erika? Like, are we going to talk about it? We're going to learn about it today. But guys, as I told you, don't underestimate our topic today, because I'm pretty sure you're going to be surprised about lots of things that I'm going to share, lots of common mistakes and more than common mistakes regarding English learners. Common mistakes from Americans or British, Australian, Canadian. Yep, common mistakes that they also do it. And I have some great proof of that to show you. All right, so guys, if it's your first time, so again, I'm not checking the chat box again, okay? Just in some minutes, I'll just check it. Guys, if it's your first live transmission, watching my class for the first time, my name is Erika Belmonte, and I always tell you guys, actually, I told you in my first class here that every time I try to introduce myself here in the USA, I gotta be really careful, because I don't know, like my husband says, oh, hi, I'm Tuka. And then my friend Mateo said, oh, hi, I'm Mateos. And I said, hi, I'm Erika. And people say, oh, hi, I'm Erika. I said, then no, it's Erika. I'm space Erika. So this is something funny, but at the same time, not that funny, because I have to remember to say, hey guys, my name is Erika, not I'm Eric. All right. So just a joke from my reality. But anyway, so I am Erika. I'm from Clube do Inglês. Clube do Inglês is where I share some English tips on the web. So Instagram, there's some social media here. So Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, or whatever. And you can follow me there as well. So the topic today is going to be about the difference between I and me. He and him, we and us, all these guys here. But the point is, it's not only the difference between them, because I imagine some of you might already know about it, but I like to speak about, I don't like names in general, like personal, pronoun, subject. These names are too formal. I know, because I teach, but to be really honest, I don't like these names very much. I'm not very into these grammar names, because to learn a second language, I don't think you have to memorize all that. Like, for instance, that's a present perfect. We're gonna learn present perfect here very soon, but it's not something that you gotta know. That's present perfect. That's I don't know, simple present continuous or something like that. Okay, you just need to understand how that grammar works, which is the case here. Guys, if I'm too fast, you please let me know, all right? I'll be sometimes checking the chat box. But anyway, so today I'd like to talk to you not only the difference between these two guys, like the two personal pronouns, but also regarding some curiosities that we have into I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. There are so many curiosities and common mistakes here. And also regarding me, him, them, us, and so on. We're also going to talk about pronunciation. Oh, let me get my schedule. I always forget. So we have here, not schedule, our agenda. Our schedule is for our class today. So our agenda for today. So we're also going to have some pronunciation and finally some exercises where we'll be able to practice everything. All right. All right, guys. So let's get it started because we have so many things to have today and I don't want to take too long. You guys already speak too much, right? I'll try to contain myself and not speak that much. So I'll break these two lists. Let me show you. These two lists here. First, we're going to talk about this first one. And guys, again, don't underestimate. Stay with me. I swear it will be, it's going to be worthwhile. So that's the first list. And the second list, we're going to learn them separate. And then I'm going to put them together. All right. So as I told you, the first one is going to be I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. Guys, let me just check if the chat box is all right. All right, so you're good. Everybody can see me. I don't know. I'm kind of scared of having a problem with the audio, you know. So I know that it's black, so I'm getting back to my presentation, and you'll be able to see it right now. Hide. Come on, presentation. Okay, so now I guess you're seeing my screen again. I was just checking the chat box because I was afraid someone couldn't listen to me or something wasn't okay. So now we can move on. Guys, first of all, I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. Don't focus on the name, personal pronoun, subject. Just forget about it. What I want you to understand, what I want you to focus is in what situations would you use them? And it's really important that you understand when you have to use these guys over there, because it's in this situation that you are going to start thinking into sentences that you're going to have what makes sense and what doesn't make sense, all right? So the first thing is every time that you perform an action in your sentence, you're going to use one of them. Like perform an action is use a verb. So, which means that before an action or before a verb, we're going to have one of these people in here, right? So, I play, she drank, okay? I don't care if it's in the present, past, or future, all right? But you have an action, you have a verb right after that. So, that's really important that you have in mind, especially to differentiate the other one. Usually it's in the beginning of your sentence. And I say usually because, you know, guys, like when we're talking to somebody else, when we're speaking English, or like Portuguese, you don't think like, oh my God, like that's the beginning of my sentence. That's the middle of my sentence. That's the end of my sentence. Like for some people, it's easier to think like that. So feel free. It's easy. If it's easier for you, just memorize like that. But have in mind that just thinking about the position, sometimes depending on your sentence, it will be in the middle. And you said, oh, she said it was in the beginning and now it's in the middle. So, all right. And when we have questions as well, we switch, right? So be careful. And another point is, why do I use I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they? Because I'm substituting the person that I'm talking about or that I'm mentioning. So instead of saying, John is my friend, John likes to swim, John studies English, John, we're going to substitute John for he. And I'm going to explain each one of you. Guys, you already know that every time that we have some sentences here, I want you to repeat right after me. Don't be ashamed. Don't be shy. I know that there might be people around you, but guys, again, that's your moment. That's your class. That's the moment that you're separating for yourself just to enjoy it and learn and, you know, get the best from this class. So please repeat after me, okay? Just don't let me do it alone. Because you can hear me and I can't hear you. So that's unfair. And I'm expecting you to repeat after me. All right. So guys, come on. Remember my code. Every time I do it, it's the time that you guys on the other side are going to repeat. All right. So if I say car, then I say car. All right. So we have a deal. Don't forget it. So they go to Hawaii every year. She cooked for the whole family. He's a very friendly person. We told our parents the truth. All right. So guys, just some examples here, all right, just to show you in which type of sentences we are going to have. So I tried to use different verbs and different contexts as well, like in the present and the past, but always emphasizing the person. So they go, she cooked, he is, we told. And when I say they, again, we need a context, right? So they, it is the same as my parents. She is the same as Jennifer, all right? He is the same as Mike, and so on. So it will really depend on your context, because if you just like suddenly appears here and said, it's very nice. What is very nice? So of course you always need a context, all right? So just be careful with that. Well, right now we're going to pause the explanation regarding you, he, she. I mean, the personal pronoun in a general way, because I want to go into deep with you guys. I really want to go and check the details, because that's when most of like advanced students make mistakes, and I know what I mean, guys. So let's go. The first one is like I, and the pronunciation is just I. Like there's a thing here that I can add to the knowledge. So it's just I, like I need to go now. And just one curiosity is that you're always going to write it in capital letter, okay? Like here. So you don't write like that. Like you can see my screen, right? So that is capital letter, all right? So I is always in first person. I need to go now. Okay, so now the challenge and the curiosities and probably the new things might start coming up now, all right? So pay attention. He, in what situations, what circumstances are we are going to learn, we're going to use he. Always for human beings, always. Male, like it must be a boy or a man, but male. And singular form. So if I'm talking about boys, about man, it's going to be they, but I'm not going to mention right now. I'm going to explain right now because I've already mentioned, but he is always for human being, male and singular. We have exceptions if, in case you're thinking like, what about my mom's dog? So hold on, okay? We do have exceptions. So he works, the examples. So repeat after me now, okay? He works, especially to get the pronunciation, the sentence, linking sounds, and everything else. So come on. He works at Ford. He was born 10 days ago. And that's something very curious, guys, because it's not because we're talking about a baby. Maybe the baby was not born yet, but it's a baby boy. Like the mom already knows it's a boy. So you're not going to call it like it, or I don't know. If you know it's a boy, just call it him, like he in this case. So he or John or Peter or whatever. I'm not very imaginative with names, guys. So you help me out, okay? John is like, come on, name. So he was born 10 days ago. All right. I put here like a picture of He-Man, so you can remember that he is always for man. I don't know your age, guys. I really hope you remember He-Man. Okay, He-Man is a cartoon, is not a man for real, but guys, in the cartoon, He-Man is a man. Okay, so that's the most important. All right. If you talk about the cartoon, okay, so it's not going to be he, but we're talking about the man, which is He-Man. All right. So just think about it. And the next one is about she, all right? And then we have she-ha. It's she-ha in English as well, guys. So again, it's a cartoon, but she is a woman in the cartoon. So she, we're always going to use for human being, female, and singular form. So both he and she, we're going to use for singular forms, all right? Human beings, but one is male, the other is female. No matter if it's a baby, no matter if it's a woman, a grown-up woman, but she for girls in general. Okay, so up to now, it's easy, right? I guess I said, okay, now I kind of can, I don't know, understand everything so far. Let's start putting a little bit of spice in this class. Let's talk about it. And I like to start this explanation here by the, we had the examples here and we didn't repeat, right? Guys, let's get back. She is my sister. She likes to study here. I completely forgot the examples. I'm sorry. I'm too accelerated, too energetic. So guys, it. Check the pronunciation. It's not each. It's it, it, it. And depending on your sentence, your it is not going to be too strong. So the T is going to have a very, very light pronunciation. So again, you don't say each. There was a movie, right, called Each, a coisa. I don't remember, like in Brazil, right? There's a movie like of a clown or something. I didn't watch because I think it's a horror movie or something. I hate these types of movies. So anyway, so it's it, okay? Look at it, for instance. So it. I like generalizing the explanation about it, and then we go into dip, so that breathe. The generalization is everything that is not a human being and it's in the singular form, all right? So for instance, it's raining now. Like, it's raining now. We're talking about something that is not a human being. You're going to repeat, okay? Just come down. That is not a human being and it's into the singular form. It's really, really important that you guys have in mind that it is just for singular. And I really mean that because we're going to have some exercises, not only here today, like in our video, in our class, but also in the exercises where there's a great chance you guys make mistakes. So remember that it for singular. It's not obvious. It's not like too easy, and you understand, especially regarding some examples. All right. Forget that thing that it is just for nature or for animals and objects. No, it is much more than that. It is. I would say that it is the most used pronoun that we have in English, okay? We use it a lot for different situations. And now I'm going to start getting into dip. So we do use for objects, for animals, for weather as well. So like if we're talking about the sun, the moon, the wind, all these things related to the weather, we're going to substitute it for it, all right? We're going to use it for situations, all right? Like an accident, for instance, or I don't know, your friend got pregnant. So the pregnancy, the situation, in case you're talking about it, you substitute for it, all right? What else? A feeling, love, hate, or I don't know, guys, any feeling that you're having, you're feeling. So it's going to be it. Like love is something really beautiful. It's, I'm terrible with examples. It's beautiful, whatever. So a piece of information, we also substitute for it. Pay attention to this information. It's really important, right? An event, like a party, like voting, anything, okay? So guys, it's just, I'm just putting here some examples so you can remember about it. And when I tell you guys about common mistakes, it's because since we try to translate, to bring to Portuguese, And we don't have a it in Portuguese, right? We just have masculine and feminine. We don't have it. So you have to understand the concept behind it. You have to understand the idea. And guys, believe me, in Portuguese, it's much more difficult to have male and female. It makes no sense, like mesa being like female, like mesa. There's a very funny video on the web that an American girl says about bonito, bonita. She said, "Oh my God, I'm going crazy," because it's true. Like, we don't have that in English. We don't have, like, okay, we have some words that are apart, masculine and feminine, but we don't do that for articles or things like that that we have in English. So it is the concept that you gotta memorize for situations that you have, like object, animal, situations, or for things that we have object, animal, weather, situation, feeling, information. And guys, I don't want you ever to memorize, like to actually start memorizing like object, animal, weather, what else, situation, feeling. No. Think of a general idea. Everything that it's not a human being and it's into the singular form, you're going to substitute for it. And guys, when I mean substitute, is like, you're not going to say my father man, right? So I don't say my father is very nice. I don't say my father, he is very nice. It makes no sense at all. All right, so fica meu pai, ele, é muito legal. So it makes no sense in English. So my father is very nice. Then you can continue your sentence saying he is a very great man. All right. So the idea of having I, you, he, she, it is just to help you not repeat my father, for instance, all the time. All right. So just be careful with that. And it becomes a little bit more difficult just because that there are some situations that we don't think about the object, the situation, the feeling. For example, let me think of an example. Let me get one from here. Oh, okay. The party was very full of people. Okay, so the party was very full of people. It was super great. So in Portuguese, when we think about it, we don't have like a person practicing your action. And in English, yes, you gotta remember, because guys, every sentence, you must have someone practicing the action. That's really important. You gotta memorize it. Okay, like we have exceptions, like do it. Like you don't need a person. There are many people, we don't need a person, but they are exceptions. There are different rules. When you have someone practicing an action, someone doing it, you got to put I, you, they, and someone. Let's check some examples, guys. I want you to repeat after me, all right? So come on. It's raining now. It was the most exciting experience I've ever had. It was super great. It is so cute. How old is your dog? There you go. Guys, now there's a message here saying, be careful. Be careful with what, Erika? I have some pictures for you guys. I love pictures. I think they help us memorize so much faster, right? I hope you agree. So we have here, guys, repeat. Family, party, team, sun, squirrel. This one is hard, right? Again, squirrel, squirrel. Again, car. This side. Group, traffic, love. When I say be careful, it's because especially when we have pictures, all right? When we have pictures, it's a little worse, all right? But when we're talking about a family, we can count here, like in the picture, 3 people, right? But guys, family is a singular word, okay? Family means a group of people that relate to you, that like your father, your mother, your siblings, I don't know. This is your family, and the family is singular. So whenever you feel like substituting the word family, it's not going to be the family is very big, they are very special. No, it's very special because you're talking about the family. You're going to say they in case you mean families. So lots of families have no water in California to drink, for instance. All right. They need the support of the government. So be careful. Families, it's the plural form. So yeah, we're going to have they, but here it's family. Family. Okay. What else? Party. Again, singular. Maybe the idea of a party having lots of people, it is still singular. Party, parties, all right? The same as for team. Okay, we do have lots of people in a team, but the word team, guys, just one tip, and I really would like you to write it down somewhere. Focus on the word. Focus on the word that you have. Pay attention at it. Okay, not at the idea it transmits, otherwise you'll be lost. All right, you will make the mistake. And here is another very common mistake. Okay, it's very common to have people saying the team are big or something like that, or substituting the word team for they. All right. Sun, squirrel, car. Those ones are more common, like simple, like harder to make a mistake. All right. Guys, just one point regarding animals right now. Yes, we use it for animals, but to be really, really honest, I've never heard an American talking about animals using it. They always like, and I'm not talking about puppies, dogs, pets that you have at home. No, I'm talking about the squirrel, for instance, all right? Or I don't know, like any animal you can imagine, like a spider or anything. They usually say him or her. Okay, Erika, how do they know if it's a boy or a girl? I don't know. Like they don't and they guess. That's my guess, because I have some American friends and sometimes we're talking and they say, oh, he's so sweet. Is it the person knows too fast if it's a boy or a girl, right? Like I can't recognize like if it's a male or a female, like in a squirrel. But anyway, so they call it he, they call it she. Okay, he's so sweet. Oh, she's so nice. So I've never heard any American in Iowa, okay, because I live in Iowa. I've never heard any Iowan using it for animals. But the rule says we use it for animals and he and she for people. So you feel free. I don't think if you call, you, especially your dog, because guys, come on. I don't know if you guys, if you all have pets, but there are some people that have pets. Like my mom, she has a pet. She has a dog. And sometimes we're more affectionated by the dog than by a cousin or an aunt, or right? Sometimes depending on the person of our family, we would call him or her like it, and the animal is him or her. So maybe that's maybe that's the reason, right? So just a joke, but you can call it him, her, or it. All right. Guys, so be careful. The same idea follows for a group, for traffic, for love, right? Everything that we have here, it's going to be as in it. All right? Guys, I'm gonna just pause here because I want to check if everything is all right. Just 1 second here. Okay, so I was just... Já ouvi falar que podemos... aqui, o Eduardo Silva... In English. O Eduardo Silva asked if we can use he or she for pets, if it's right or wrong. Eduardo, I've just explained that. It's perfect. And as I've just mentioned, I've already heard more Americans... Actually, I've never heard an American calling animals by it. All right? So let's continue. Let me move back here. Presentation, keynote. All right. So guys, all All right, I guess you can see now my screen. You can all see my screen, I guess, right? Yes, okay. Sometimes I like to check there to see if everything is all right. So guys, let's move on. I feel better now that everything's all right, because I sometimes feel like you're asking questions and I'm not answering. So next one, guys, I'm going to, as soon as I finish this first part, I'm going to open for questions, but I'm going to move on now, all right? Next one is we. And okay, we is pretty simple, pretty easy, but there's something that I want you to have in mind, all right? Every time that we are using we are implying that there's something or someone plus I in a sentence, plus me, but in this case it's I, right? Because we're talking about I, all right? So when I say we're going to repeat just the explanation, okay? So we are going to get married. It means Tuka and I are going to get married, for instance, all right? It's the same as saying Tuka and I are going to get married. So guys, repeat right after me. We are going to get married. We wanted to make it clear. We did our homework last night. So when I say we did our homework last night, it's the same as like Megan and I, for instance, did our homework last night. So again, when you use we, when you're talking to someone and you use when you use we, it's implied that you've already mentioned to that person you're talking to before that it's Megan, for instance, or it's the boss and I. So the other person will know whom you're talking about. Otherwise, the person will be lost. Like, we did our homework last night. Like, you and who? Okay, so Megan and I. All right. So now it's clear. Oh, and now another very common mistake. So now this is something that I really want you to pay attention and write it down. Guys, in Portuguese, it's very common that we start saying our sentence by saying I, my father, my mother, my sister, and my brother are going to the doctor, for instance, right? In English, it's the opposite. You're always the last one. All right, so you never start. I think in Portuguese, in this case, we're selfish because we want to start first, saying I. So no, in English is my father, my mother, my sister, my brother, and I. The dogs, the cats, the squirrels, and I. No matter what you're saying, no matter if you're talking about people, no matter if you're talking about objects, if you're talking about objects and people and you were included. So the word I, it's going to be the last one. All right. So the computer and I aren't having a conversation. The computer and I and the computer is very wrong. It's totally wrong. It's absurdly wrong. Don't say it. All right. Oh, Erika, will they understand if I say I and the computer? Yes, they will, but it's wrong. And I'm here to help you not make mistakes. Right? So here's some sentences. Just repeat after me. We went to the party. So when I say we went to the party, I mean Jack, no. James, Mark, Tony, my brother, and I went to the party. So instead of saying all the time about this group of people, instead of saying James, Mark, Tony, my brother, and I, after the sentence, I can say we had so much fun, for instance. All right. Next sentence, we traveled to the beach. Or my parents, my siblings. Guys, my siblings, remember that word? My siblings is the same as my brothers and my sisters, or my brother and my sister. When we say the word siblings, like this one here, you're not specifying the gender. All right, you're not saying if they are boys or if they are girls. Okay, if you have brothers, it means they're just boys. If you say you have sisters, it means they're just girls. But if you say you have siblings, it means you have maybe a brother and two sisters, or two brothers and a sister, or one of each, or two of each, or whatever. Okay, you just have one gender of each. That's it. So that's the meaning of siblings. Very common word in English, by the way, especially when you have siblings, which is not my case. I'm an only child, by the way. Only child, it means I'm not dramatizing. I'm not a drama queen. It's the word in English. Oh, I'm so lonely. I'm an only child. No, it means I have no brothers or sisters. Okay, I'm an only child. I just write it down here. Like I can say we are. You can say we are only children. We are only children, or only child is for singular. We are only children. Like imagine, we are in a group of friends. Like you got it right. So we are only children. So repeat this one. Actually, there's one before, right? Repeat this one. We are only children. That's it. So if we're in a group of friends and none of us have brothers or sisters, we can say, oh, we are only children. Like Tuka and I, actually, my husband and I. Okay, that's a great example. Tuka is an only child as well. I'm an only child as well. So we are only children. Yeah. That's so sad. Our kids won't have cousins. I know. But whatever. Guys, I forgot this one. We bought a new car. Repeat. Molly, Sandy, Cooper, Nancy, and I bought a new car. We're so rich. All right. Okay, here, guys. So blah, 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 and I. You don't say I and blah, 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 blah. No. All right. You're always the last one. Be polite. Okay. I know you guys are very polite, so don't switch. All right. Next one, let's talk about you, because yes, in the beginning, I was talking about I, he, she, it, and then we, but I haven't spoken about you, singular form, and you, plural form, which is now. I like explaining them together because, I don't know, for me, it makes more sense when I put them together, and it's easier to bring other stuff as well. So guys, you, the word you, we have both for singular and plural form. Is the same written form, same word, and you're just going to differentiate a word you by the context that you have. All right. So for instance, you don't need to repeat right now. So for instance, you are my friend. This is singular form. In the plural form, you are my friends. How do I know when it's singular or plural? By the noun here, friend, friends. You are a doctor. Doctor. That's singular form. You are doctors. There's no and we have an S in the end. So we are doctor. You are doctors. You sing very well. Singular. Like when you say you sing very well, you can either use for singular or plural form. Again, you have the context. But one thing that it's very common in English, and I don't know if you guys know that, is using you guys sing very well, which means like imagine that there are lots of people singing. Okay, there are lots of people singing, and I'm talking to one of them. So if I say, oh, you sing very well, maybe the person will think that I'm only saying that that person sings well. But actually, I mean that everyone out there sings well. So I'm going to say, you guys sing very well. That's a very common, very common way that we have in English of differentiating these contexts that are not very clear, you know, like this case that I say, like, I don't know, if you want to say you are very beautiful, and then you have lots of people with you, and no, you guys, you want to say that not only one person is beautiful, you want to say everyone is pretty. So you guys, or you girls, if you're talking about girls, okay, you girls sing very well. All right. Guys, girls, that's a general word, okay, guys? We don't say you women sing very well. You can, but it's not common. I've never heard that before, like you women. It's weird, even in Portuguese. Like, but you girls, even if they are women, okay? So that's okay if they are 50 years old, 60 years old, and you say, oh, you girls sing very well, which means all of you, all right? Okay, guys, so now let's repeat. You are my friend. You are my friends. You are a doctor. You are doctors. You sing very well. You guys sing very well. You guys can notice that because I know that there isn't only one person over there. There are lots of people over there. So that's why I say, hey, you guys, did you guys understand? It's very common to say that. And pay attention every time when you're watching a movie, or if you have the opportunity to talk to an American or something like that, just pay attention because they're going to use that a lot. All right. And guys, when you are using you and referring to more than one person, more than the singular form, I mean, when you have more than one person, you can say you, which is the same way as I told you in the plural form. All right. So instead of saying John and you all the time, you can get John and you and substitute this thing for just you. Okay, or you guys, as I mentioned before. All right, so you play the guitar very, very well. So Tom and you play the guitar very well. Or again, you can say you guys play the guitar very well. You are great people, like the boss and you are great people. All right, so guys, the last one regarding I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. And this is like, this part takes longer. The next one will be much shorter. Okay, you are gonna, because the idea will be the same as for this one, so it's gonna be much easier. So for they, guys, we're gonna use they every time that we're talking about human beings and not human beings. In other words, everything in the plural form, not singular anymore, but the plural form. And be careful because you and I are not included. Okay, so Erika and you guys are not included in the sentence. Okay, so if I'm talking, for instance, about Anna, so Anna is she. This is singular form. But if I say Anna and Myro in English is Myro. He's gonna kill me. So if I say Anna and Myro, two people, right? So they are very nice people. They are my teachers, like John, Pam, and Kate are my teachers. All right. So guys, have in mind that they is the plural form of he, she, and it. Okay, or it, whatever you prefer. Okay. So guys, repeat. They are my teachers. They stopped working. They will be here in an hour. They are in the vet. There you go, guys. So again, pay attention that they is the, you're going to substitute for situations, for words that are in the plural form and not the idea that is plural form. And be careful because yes, we're going to have some other exceptions here as well. Yeah, the same way as we have like words like family, team, or what else we had, group, that we use it. Pay attention. We have here, for example, repeat, sunglasses. Again, sunglasses. Very good, guys. So sunglasses. There's just one object here, like here, okay? It's just one thing, right? But the point is glasses. We have here two things, right? Two glasses. I don't know if you can see me on the screen, but you can see here on the video as well. You have two glasses here. So one object is going to make the word into plural because we have two glasses. So yes, sunglasses is a plural form. So the sunglasses are here. Okay, for instance, I don't say I bought a new sunglasses. I bought new sunglasses. So they were very expensive, for instance, or they were very cheap. For sunglasses or just glasses, okay, I'm gonna glasses or sunglasses, as you can see in my screen. You can either say glasses, sunglasses, glasses like sunglasses, like shades. I don't have my sunglasses here with you. Awesome. So with me. So sunglasses, guys, is basically for the sun, okay, like shades. And glasses like what I'm wearing right now. The same as for, repeat, pants. Pants, or even jeans. Let me write down. Guys, always plural, all right? So he bought new pants. They are awesome. Okay? Again, so plural form. Buildings. Oh, building is it. Building, only one. But buildings, much more than one. So we're going to say they. The buildings are very big. They are in New York. I don't know. All right? So repeat, buildings. Puppies. Players. So the other picture, I had a team. Now I'm talking about players. The word is different. All right? So in the plural form. Guys, it's a dog. Actually, 4 dogs. So, oh, it's a dog, so it. No, actually, we're talking about 4 dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they. Players. I don't know. 11? Yeah. 10. Anyway. Players, 10, 20, whatever. We have they. So they are really good at it. The team is good. It's going to win. So do you notice the difference? Be careful with that. Okay, guys? So that's it for I, you, he, she, it, we, you, and they. And guys, I'm going to move on to the next point. Let me just check quickly if any of you have any question here. So I have, it's a pity I don't have here my second screen. Renata perguntou, is this a case for jeans or shoes? Yes. Very good. So jeans, shoes, the same thing. So we're going to say are. We're going to say are, of course, for the verb. But if we have to substitute, it's going to be they. Very good. That's it, Renata. That's it. So let's move on. Awesome. So guys, now we're going to talk about me, you, him, her, it, us, you, and them. Don't worry, we are going to repeat them together, all right? But what I want you to have in mind is every time that we have one of these people in here, I really want you to think that for these cases, these people are going to receive the action. In other words, they are going to be after the verb or the preposition. Guys, what is a preposition? To, for, in, on, at, with, and so on. All right? So just be careful with that. I, you, he, she, it. Practice the action. Before the action, I play, you drink, she studies. Here, we are going to receive the action. It's going to be after the verb or the preposition. Like, we, practicing the action, we gave him the money. I'm going to focus on the pronunciation later. I want to just focus on the explanation right now. Okay, so we gave him the money, or we gave John the money. All right. Sometimes you can think like, okay, it's in the end of the sentence, but the same as the first explanation, I don't like thinking about position. I just added here because I know lots of you have learned that way. And of course, it's right. But I don't like thinking about the position of a sentence because it breaks you when you want to think in English. All right. So in case you like it, just feel free. It's going to be in the end of your sentence, but don't think about the position too much, all right? So again, it's a substitute for John, Mary, my parents, my kids, Mac, and me, and so on, okay? Instead of saying, we gave John the money, and John got very happy, instead of talking about John all the time. So we substitute he, she, it, and then me, him, her, and so on, all right? Again, we don't say we don't gave John, him, the money. One or another, not both. All right, we gave him the money or we gave John the money. Either one, you pick. All right, guys, repeat after me. We gave him the money. Actually, it's not we gave him the money. You can say it, but it's like we gave him. But again, the pronunciation we're gonna focus later. Okay, you can speak. We gave him the money. It's okay for a while. I need to speak with her. It's not with her. It's going to be with her, but hold on. It's the same as I need to speak with Susan. My parents are really upset with me. He's so good at it. He's so good at it. Junta. She always cooks for us. For my brother and me, which is the same. All right, guys. I built here a structure to help you memorize better when to use one and when to use the other, okay? So I, verb, and guys, the preposition depending on the sentence, okay? It's not something mandatory like for every sentence, okay? And then me, you, him, her, it, we, them, and a complement in case you need. So like, I call, I'm getting the verb to call, okay? So I call him every day. We speak with them at night. See? So that's the structure that you have when you have people practicing the action and receiving the action. All right? Or if you don't like thinking about practicing and receiving, think about before the verb, after the verb. Okay? So I, you, he, she is always before. And me, you, him, her is always after the verb or the preposition. All right? Common mistakes regarding you, me, him, her, and so on. That's a very common one, especially because of Portuguese. Guys, please, 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 please. The structure is I, the verb, and then you have me, you, him, her. You gotta follow the structure. You can't just ignore it because in Portuguese you don't use it. You don't use me. Like, if I ask you guys, do you like popcorn? And thinking in Portuguese, you would say, yes, I like. No, yes, I like it. Okay, because yes, I like it. It seems something is missing. You know, like the other person will be waiting for you to finish your sentence. So yes, I like it. Or yes, I like popcorn. Yes, I do. Like you have different ways of saying, but if you use the verb, you gotta add it. Just yes, I like. It's grammatically speaking is wrong. Okay. Oh, Erika, but I heard in the movie or I heard an American friend saying yes, I like. Guys, yes, they also do make mistakes as the same ways as we in Portuguese make mistakes as well. But the point is, yes, I like is wrong. All right. So have that in mind. Yes, I like it. You know, do you want to try? Do you want to try what? Do you want to try it in case you're talking about a t-shirt? Or do you want to try them on? Actually, like the t-shirt would be on, missing, but in case you're talking about food, like Japanese food, do you want to try it? Right? Or do you want to try them? Like, if you're talking about, what I said about on, it's because when you're putting clothes on your body, when you're trying, so you're putting them, try it on, or try them on. I'll just leave it here so you can just have them in case you need. I'll just leave here in my presentation. All right. So do you want to try it on in case you're talking about a t-shirt, or do you want to try them on in case you're talking about pants? Remember, pants, we say they, right? But never, do you want to try? No, do you want to try it? Do you want to try them? All right. And this one is really awesome. I love Blue Bloods. It's a TV show here in the US. And there's always like a police officer or the detective saying, put your hands where I can see them. It's very common. Again, you don't say, put your hands where I can see. Like in Portuguese, it makes sense, but it doesn't in English. So you gotta finish your sentence. Like you have the person practicing the action, the verb, and then the person receiving or the thing receiving the action. So put your hands where I can see them. Okay, Erika, it's gonna be like too much of the same thing. No, it I swear it makes sense in English, and it is that way. So pay attention next time you hear, because we're going to talk about pronunciation right now. And they say, put your hands where I can see them. See them. It's not see them. That's something really interesting because we learn him, her, them. But when you have a sentence, when you connect everything, it's not like that, you know? So you guys really need to learn. And don't worry, because you will have audio to practice that, okay? Like, put your hands where I can see them. All right? So just be careful with that, all right? Guys, let's talk a little bit about pronunciation before I check your questions, all right? So repeat, please. Now it's really, really important. Repeat after me. I call her, not I call her. It's I call her. You're going to take this kind of H here. I call her. I call her every morning. Come on. Didn't hear you. Come on. I call her every morning. Again. Next one, it's easy. I've just given you the answer, right? So put your hands where I can see them. See them. Come on. You can try it at home, like, I don't know, to your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend. Put your hands where I can see them. Guys, I am that silly. You can believe them. You can believe me. And sometimes you're going to see it like that. If you watch a movie, you're probably going to see that. Okay? So put your hands where I can see them and read in that form. So actually it's them, right? So not see them. You have to tell him. Tell him. Tell him now. Come on. Erika, but do they say you have to tell him? Yes, of course they say. But generally, while you're like, especially when you're in that moment where you're angry, like, you got to tell him. Sorry, you got to tell him. Tell him now. So you're not gonna hear tell him now. If you want to say something very paused, like, I don't know, you have to tell him now. Like, you know, I'm emphasizing a situation, so tell him, please. You're going to have that situation, but when you are in emotion, you know, when you have something happening, so you have to tell him now. Pay attention. So guys, repeat again. You have to tell him now. Next one, they are not coming with us. Yes, it's with us, not with us. With us. We're going to connect both words. So, they're not coming with us. Again, it's not going to work it. Again, it's not going to work it. Work it. It's not going to work. No, it's not going to work it. What's wrong with her? With her. Come on. What's wrong with her? With her. With her. She will email us tomorrow. Email us. Junta. Email us. She will email us tomorrow. It's weird, I know. I will take them. Now faster, I'll take them. I'll take them. I'll take them. Or I'll take him. I'll take him. Here you can have I'll take them. I'll take him. I'll take him. Like this. I'll take him. I'll take him. Or I'll take them. I'll take him. This is very common. When you say I'll take him, it's when you go to not to a grocery store, but when you want to buy clothes in general, for instance, and you were just browsing and everything else, and the girl asked, "Oh, okay, are you ready to check out, or are you gonna be with these things?" And said, "Yeah, I'll take them." It means, or I'll take him. It means I'll buy them. And the last one, I'll wait for you. So again, I'll wait for you. So here, like no linking sound, but I'll wait for you. Right? Guys, I want to check here actually now if, okay. Oh, I love studying English from you. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my God, I lost. Okay, here. Thank you so much, Eliachi. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Okay, so no questions. Let's move on. And actually now there's just an exercise and we're done. Okay, guys, I don't want to hold you here too much because I don't want to take too longer. So Come on, let's practice now. And the exercise we're going to do together, it's correct, the mistake. So again, I'm going to give you some seconds to answer. So you can think, and then I'll give you the answer, okay? Don't worry, you have lots of homework to do. All right. So she and me are old friends. So guys, what's the mistake here? You don't need to repeat right now. I just want you to think of the answer. So she and me are old friends. I'll give you guys some second. All of them are wrong, okay? All of them are wrong. Why is she and me are old friends are wrong? Because it's she and me. Here we are practicing the action, right, guys? Let me get the format here so we can, I'll pick another color. So when I say she and me, here I'm practicing the action. So actually it's she and I. Oops. She and I. She and I, remember, is the same as we, right? So she and I, or we, are old friends. I and my brother like chocolate. Actually, isso aqui eu coloquei certo, gente, disfarce. I'm sorry, eu sou dessas, eu conto às vezes a piada antes de... Eu conto o final da piada antes de continuar, but anyway. Droga. So, me and my brother like chocolate. It's wrong because it's I and my brother. Erika, you're so silly sometimes. Jesus Christ. That's so me. Me went to the movies. Guys, me went to the movies. Is that right? No, right? I should say I went to the movies, right? I went to the movies. Now, this one is super interesting because I got this one from the New York Daily News. Believe me, I got it from that huge. I don't know if it's just a blog or if they have newspapers, if they're a journal, but it's a huge website here in the US, New York Daily News. So, guys. Rogers then followed she and her daughter out of the grocery store. So Rogers is practicing the action, right? Then followed she and her daughter is receiving the action. So Rogers then followed her, like Julie or Jamie or the girl, her and her daughter out of the grocery store. Guys, believe me. I told you that Americans make this mistake as well, right? What else? Let me put that in here. So Megan is telling he a joke. Megan is telling he a joke. It's wrong, right? Megan is telling him a joke. I gave they the cookies. I gave they. Practicing, receiving, right? I gave them the cookies. They don't work with him, and I with him and me. So actually, all this, right? What else? No, she doesn't like. What's the mistake here, guys? No, she doesn't like it, or she doesn't like them, or she doesn't like her, whatever. Okay, but there must be something here. So no, she doesn't like it, for instance. Neither my brother or me have been to Paris. Guys, this is another very common mistake in English. Neither my brother or me have been to Paris. We're practicing the action here before the verb. So neither my brother or I know it sounds weird, but that's right. Neither my brother or I have been to Paris. I run as fast as she. I run as fast as her. And that's it, guys. Oh my God. I'm going to open for questions, but Let me close that format here. But guys, it isn't over yet because you've got homework to do. Lots of homework. And now, guys, I'll just get back to my screen. I'll stop sharing that one because I want to know if you have any question, anything that I can help you. Let me see the question screen. Yeah, my brother and I. Ah, é verdade, gente. É porque tava ao contrário. Nossa senhora. Abafo. Very good, guys. My brother and I put this sequence because I was like, but the people, I was so focused. Let's get back here. Wait. Oh my God. I got so focused on the people practicing the action and receiving the action that I forgot regarding the structure that you are always actually, I am always the last person. Guys, you are the best people in the world. Actually, I could just tell you that I did it on purpose. So let me share my screen back again. Share screen, your entire screen on this one. Share, and we're here back again. So yes, it's the position. Because when I was preparing the class, I was so focused on adding lots of different things that I got it. I was cutting my own thing here. So my brother and I, very good. I thought it was just the people that was wrong and I couldn't correct it. But yes, my brother and I, it's the position of them. Very good, guys, and thank you so much for letting me know that. All right, thank you. Now again, that's why I like following the chat at the time that I am going with our class, because I can see like everything that you're asking me and everything else. So guys, I really would like to know if there's anything that I can help you out, anything like that you didn't understand. Tell me. I'm trying to find the chat screen. I think I found it. No, I haven't. I got so lost with this chat screen sometimes. Guys, where are you? Oh my God, guys, don't ask questions or ask questions. Why? I found you. You're here. My brother and I. Renata, I'll just talk to Anna. Because I'm going to just send this part to her today. Anna, I'll just talk to Anna if she can send you guys all tomorrow. I really understand it's important for you guys right after the class. You can count on me that I'll try to send them I'll try to send her even before, so you can even have the material with you when I send it. All right, I totally agree. Okay, and I'll talk to you later. So guys, is there anything that I can help you? Is there anything that you didn't understand, that I didn't make myself clear here today? Tell me, I want to know. If not, guys, if you don't have any question, I really, really want to thank all of you guys who are here in the class. Guys, please don't forget to like my video. This is really, really important. So I can understand if you like this topic, and I can bring other grammar topics as well. So please let me know if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like my video. Any suggestion regarding topics, vocabulary, next class will be vocab. But anything you would like to know, just write in the comments, all right? So I'll be checking it out, all right? Guys, once again, thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much. And I really hope you have enjoyed today's class, all right? Guys, I'm going to end the chat now. I'm going to end our live transmission. Thank you so much, and have a good night. Bye, guys.